She know my name because I'm great. I be going hard in the paint. I be doing shit that you can't. Everybody love me to tell me
what happened. Okay, no, wait a second. So LeBron James
started all of it. His first three.
Oh, baloney.
No, it didn't. It started
that Flurry started.
No, the LeBron.
Oh, come on, wait a second.
Run.
Okay, so LeBron, I'll give you that. He makes it three. Then Dwayne Wade.
Give him that.
Yeah. Well, like you swept Dwayne Wade's three. Dwayne Wade's didn't make it three. He made a four, man, because Derrick Rose fouls him and he finishes off that game. That was the shot. What was the biggest shot of the game?
The fact is this. Dwayne Wade, we all know what a superstar he is. He's nobody's Robin. He's the Batman. You should appreciate that, Joker. Okay, the point is we understand.
No, wait. You should appreciate it because you're Robin.
There we go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
The point that I'm trying to make to you is this. If you look at Dwayne Wade, nobody's questioning his skills and superstar status that he enjoys, etc., etc. But we look at a lot of games in this particular series. His legs were not out from under him. I mean, they were out from under him. He just didn't seem to be himself. There's no question that LeBron James carried it. The issue here, really, anybody that knows basketball understands what LeBron James did last night. But the fact that LeBron James did what he did in the last 2 minutes of a game, when you have spent years crucifying this dude, now you still sit here, the audacity of you to call him Prince James, you still hate on this guy. I am objective. You are the one. It's not about Dwayne Wade.
It's not about you praising. Are we going to question number two yet?
It's not about
He's making a great point.
It's not about you debating. It's not about
to the next question.
It's not about you celebrating Dwayne Wade. It's about you trying to dig up any excuse you can to knock a man you have no real substantive argument to knock down right now.
Okay.
You don't have it.
Let's withdraw the word crucify. I don't like that word.
Okay,
but
no problem.
Let's just say I've told the truth about LeBron James.
Hypercritical.
Okay, but he has stood right up to my truth time and time again. He validated it.
I'm not saying
He spit in the wind of what you've been saying last night.
Let me throw him a ball.
Okay.
You have been accurate with some of the things that you said about LeBron James. But there is nobody on the planet Earth that goes to such extreme measures to nitpick this kid the way that you do. Would you at least acknowledge that?
He is a two-time MVP. He was proclaimed coming out of high school by his own doing, wearing 23 and doing the powder toss. I am the next Michael Jordan.
Sounds a bit emotional.
That's where the
Sounds a bit emotional.
No, it sounds a bit truthful to me.
All right, let's do it this way. Let's ask whether or not LeBron has officially turned that corner of having the clutch gene. Because we've seen through these playoffs, and it was exemplified last night, he can do it when the game is on the line.
Let me say this. I have been on the record when LeBron James had those 4 games, consecutive games, during that 5-game losing streak when he failed to close. I said, you know what? He's not there yet. He's the best player in the game for 46 minutes. The last 2, I want the ball in Kobe's hands. I want the ball in Dwayne Wade's hands. I've been on the record. But see, that's where objectivity comes in.
Okay.
Because what happens is that I am now able to look at him and what he has done throughout these playoffs. That big-time shot and that 3 in front of Boston's bench, right over Paul Pierce, that was a big-time shot. His ability to close in this particular series against the best defense in the game. There is no question that he has turned the corner. Is he a finished product? No. You got to get the ring. And I even agree with you that you got to get the ring in order to call yourself a legitimate king. But the reality is he has turned the corner, and he is really silencing critics and showing everybody that he has closing ability, which is a very, very big deal. I mean, you can't take that away from him.
I appreciate everything you just said.
Thank you.
And for the record, for the sake of objectivity, I tweeted late last night that in the house that MJ built, LeBron James had a late-game flurry, worthy of Michael Jordan.
Wow.
And that's big for me.
That is big.
That's a huge step for you.
Now,
let's put it.
I was afraid of that.
Okay, I'm proud of you, Skip.
What LeBron has turned is a late-game corner into a comfort zone because he chose to leave Cleveland and join forces with one of the best closers, if not the best closer, a proven clutch closer in Dwayne Wade, and a guy who is also proven to make a bunch of big late shots in Chris Bosh. He has really impressed me, as has LeBron. All those things you said were true. But now, for the sake of objectivity also, I must point out, as I nitpick here, because I'm the only one who has the guts to tell the truth about this.
Touch on this.
Okay, listen to this. In these playoffs, I'm not going back history. I'm going this year. In 3 straight Game 4s, these were turning point Game 4s, especially of the last 2 series. LeBron James was very unclutch against Philly in the first round. Game 4, he missed a walk-off shot. It wasn't just any walk-off shot. It was his 5th walk-off miss of the year. He was 0 for 5 on last-second shots.
Right.
Okay, am I right about that? Mm-hmm. Then against Boston, Game 4 in Miami. This is the turning point game with a chance to win the game with 19 seconds left. LeBron James committed the biggest blunder of his career to date when he had an unforced error. He just flat out, I lost the ball back to Boston, and they go down to get a last-second shot, which they botched. And
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more.
Okay.
No.
Wait.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let me just get. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. We just had a Game 4 against Chicago in Miami with a chance to win the game with 8 seconds to go. Ball in the hands of Prince James. He runs over Ronnie Brewer and charges, and the ball goes the other way, and Derrick Rose gets a last shot and misses and takes him off the hook.
Skip.
Okay, those are 3 in a row. That's a pretty strong case.
Here's the big deal.
That's nitpicking.
Are you ready?
No, it's not. Come on.
I will compliment you in the fact that I'm about to insult you in the same sentence that I'm going to criticize Charles Barkley, Magic Johnson, and all of those guys. Number one, I have known you for many, many years. I have seen you look at MJ. I have seen you look at the Isaiah Thomases. I have seen you look at other great players, and you have said on the record, in writing, on TV, on radio, guess what? It's not what mistakes you make. It's what you overcome. Adversity is a big part of it, and sometimes you create your own adversity to elevate your level of greatness. I am not saying that. I am quoting Skip Bayless. You said it 10 years ago. You said it 5 years ago. You said it 15 years ago. I can't go back any further than that because you're the old school dude. I'm a younger. The point that I'm trying to make to you is this. Those are the things that you said. Now you take into account, you want to bring up the fact that he's in Miami and he's with D-Wade, a closer, and Chris Bosh. Magic Johnson came into this league, had Kareem, had Worthy a year later, had Jamal Wilkes, had Byron, had Norm Nixon before he had Byron Scott, had Michael Cooper, Mike Thompson, everybody.
What does this have to do with this?
It has everything to do with it because everybody wants to be critical of LeBron James and the trio that he's helped formulate. But those players, Magic Johnson had it in L.A., Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen, Bird in Boston with McHale and Paris and Danny Ainge and Dennis Johnson. Don't get me started. The fact is, all of these guys had help. And my God, it's a crime. It is a crime, Jay. I don't know if you knew this. It's actually a crime not only for this guy to want help, but to want to go to South Beach to get it. I don't understand what is wrong with you people. There's nothing wrong with what he did other than the fact that he should have treated the Cleveland fans better. That's it. If nothing else, stop. Leave the man alone. Leave him alone.
If he were half as great as you say he is, he would not have forfeited his Michael Jordan card by leaving what was a pretty good support.
Well, then why'd you tweet about him emulating Michael Jordan in Michael Jordan's house last night? Evidently that didn't stop him.
It was just for a little bit.
Stop.
It's a start. It's a first step for Skip. It's a 6-step process, and he's getting there.
It's how about 12 steps?
Let's talk about another young man who is going through the progression right now, and that's Derrick.